Oftentimes from students, I get asked the question, how does somebody become a judge? Well, first and foremost, you need to finish the 5th grade. So I trust that everybody's on top of that. You're getting that done and moving on to middle school, junior high, academy, wherever you're going next. But you are definitely finishing the 5th grade. All right. Then you've got middle school, high school, college, and then you're going to have to go to law school. All right. Because in order to be a judge, you have to be a lawyer. And law school takes about 3 to 4 years, and it's after college, and you learn all about different areas of the law to prepare yourself to be a lawyer. Now, when you get done with law school, you have to take a big test, all right? I mean, a huge test, all right? It's called the bar examination. It's a 2-day test. One day all multiple choice, one day all essay. It was the hardest test that I ever took. Now, I'm not telling you this so that you freak out and say, well, I guess I never want to be a lawyer. I don't want to take a test that big. Relax. You have like 14 years to study for it. You have plenty of time. I just want to make sure that you know that they don't just let anybody be a lawyer who says, I want to be a lawyer, that you actually have to work for it, okay? Now, after you take that test, then you do also have to go through a character and fitness examination to make sure that you've made good choices in your life, that you're not someone who is regularly breaking the law. Once those 2 things are in place, you pass the test and you've passed the character and fitness test, then you are officially a lawyer. Hooray! All right? Now, once you become a lawyer, it's not like you can just walk right out of law school, pass the bar exam, and say, I feel like being a judge today. Here in the state of Michigan, we vote for our judges, all right? And so you have to be able to be eligible to get on a ballot. So we vote for our judges like you vote for president or senator or governor. So you have to be eligible, all right? To be eligible to be on a ballot, all right, you have to be a lawyer, and you have to have practiced for 5 years, all right? Now, you also can't run once you reach the age of 70, but the 2 major conditions are that you have to be a lawyer and you have to have been a lawyer for 5 years. Okay, that's it. Now, based on what I just told you, lawyer and a lawyer for 5 years. Okay? Doesn't matter what your religion is. No. Doesn't matter the color of your skin. No. Doesn't matter whether you're a boy or a girl. No. Doesn't matter whether your family was rich or whether your family was struggling financially growing up. No. Doesn't matter where your ancestors came from. No. These are the qualifications. Lawyer, 5 years. Students, I've been to judicial conferences all over the place, and I can tell you, I met male judges, female judges. I met judges who were Christian, Jewish, Muslim, no religion at all. I met judges whose parents were very rich. I met judges who struggled when they were growing up. I met judges who basically, if I could see all of you right now, probably when they were in 5th grade looked a lot like the faces that would be looking back at me. Now, we've come a long way as a country, and we got a long way to go, all right? But it's going to start with students like you believing that when you look in the mirror, you're exactly who you need to be to get where you want to go in life. And you also have to believe that when you see somebody else, that they're exactly who they need to be to get where they want to go in life. If you don't learn anything from any of the talks that we've discussed so far, at least promise me that you've learned this. That you are exactly who you need to be to get where you need to go in life. And so is your friend. And so is your neighbor. And don't let anybody tell you anything different. Now, you're going to have to work. All right? Nothing's going to be given to you. All right? You're going to have to work to achieve those goals. All right? But as long as you're a lawyer, you've been a lawyer for 5 years, you can get on a ballot. And then go to the community like I did back in 2012 and talk about why you want to be a judge and the opportunities that you would like to bring through your service to the people in the community. And then hopefully people would vote for you and you'd have the opportunity to be a judge. Okay? But don't ever think when you look in the mirror that there's something about you that disqualifies you from being a judge or a doctor or own your own business or be a teacher or whatever other occupation there is out there. There's nothing about you that stops you from achieving those goals. And don't let anybody tell you anything different.